Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. I know it's been a really long time since you guys have seen a video from me, and I apologize for that, but there were a couple of reasons for it. One main reason is there was just nothing going on this winter. I didn't hit estate sales, I didn't go to any thrift stores, I didn't do anything. Just wasn't in the mood for it. The weather was horrible, and I had enough stuff here to list where I really didn't need to. And then I thought the season, would start with a bang in March, and it didn't. It's just kind of coming in drips and drabs, and I've gone to a few sales, but up until this past weekend there wasn't really anything to show you guys. And the other reason is just because we've been really busy, and this school year has not turned out, unfortunately, the way that I thought it would. I figured that with my son finally out of high school this year that we would have a nice, calm, laid-back year with my daughter, who's in 4th grade. But in 4th grade they go to another school for 4th and 5th, and unfortunately she absolutely hates it. I mean, really hates it. They have a lot of rules that I don't agree with, she doesn't agree with, that she doesn't like. And there was an incident with a teacher in the beginning of the year that there was a misunderstanding, but ever since then it kind of just really freaked her out, and it's just been a nightmare. She's stressed out, she doesn't want to go to school, and so I have had to take a break from YouTube just to kind of deal with everything going on here. But I'm back. We did go on vacation to Florida in February, which was really fun, and it was fun to get out of here, and went to see my husband's family down there, and him and I went to Daytona to the 500, and it was finally really good weather, and we had a really great time. We've had a lot of years of horrible weather, or something goes wrong with the track or something, and but this year was really nice. And then I also took the kids to Universal. We went to only one out of the 2 parks, and we saw the Diagon Alley section of Harry Potter, which I loved because I'm such a huge Harry Potter dork. And my husband didn't go because he thought that it was only a Harry Potter park. He didn't realize that there was like other stuff in the park other than that. So he stayed home, and we went, and then I think he was kind of upset later when he found out that, we had done a lot of other stuff. They have some really good roller coasters there, which was what we were really looking forward to. And I lost my phone on one. There's this one there called the Rocket roller coaster, which when they tell you put your phone in the little lockers and lock it up, do that. I didn't, because I figured it would be safe in my back pocket with my shirt over it and sitting on it, but I was wrong, because this thing throws you around like a rag doll, and it was awesome, but I lost my phone. Fortunately, they found it a couple days later. They sent it to me, and it wasn't even shattered and still works. So 2 big thumbs up to Samsung. But I did have to get a new phone in the meantime, so now I have a Galaxy S4 and my S3 as my backup. Then we came home from vacation. We had a bridal shower. My daughter had the flu, unfortunately, even with a flu shot, and we had a death in the family. So then we had to go to a funeral, and I had to drive home because it was just me and my son that went. Had to drive home in an ice storm, which was extremely traumatic for me. Wow, that was the worst drive of my life. But anyway, I will stop my babbling. But you guys gotta give me some leeway for the babbling since it's been a while. But I'm gonna show you guys some things that I got last Monday when I went out thrift shopping with my mom, or was it Tuesday? Tuesday. Last Tuesday when I went thrift shopping with my mom, I went out to her neck of the woods in Pennsylvania, and we hit 3 or 4 stores out there. And this is what I got. The first store we went to was called Impact. I think they're only 4 stores in Pennsylvania. I don't think they're nationwide or anything like that. But I got this tiki mug. It says San Diego, and on the bottom it's marked Cheeky Tiki. This was, I don't know, $1, $1.50, something like that. I got a Bible. You guys know I like to buy Bibles. This one is 1962. It looks like it's brand new, completely clean and unmarked, no writing in it at all. Lots of nice illustrations, and that was 75 cents. Then got 2 needlework kits. I was hoping for more, but whoops, that's the wrong one. Hold on, gotta find the right one for you guys. This one is a front door bow called Country Christmas Bow by Charles Wysocki. I think this was maybe 79 cents, something like that. This goes for about 15 to 20 on eBay. And hold on one second, let me grab the other one. Okay, this is the other one. I think this was $1.50, around there somewhere. This is a sunset counted cross stitch called Merry Christmas with Santa kissing Mrs. Claus. Might make about 10 to 15 on that. And oh, then I got this Addicted to Ice Cream mug. It's really big. And paid, I think, $1.50 or so for that. But my daughter is begging me to keep this one, so I haven't listed this one yet. Everything else that I showed you guys has already been listed. So then we went to Salvation Army, and I got a couple things there. I found this on all the bric-a-brac shelves. This is a Sasha Brostoff vase. Does have some crazing, but it's got this nice image of a seal or a sea lion, whichever it is. And they didn't know what they had because they only marked this for $1, so I grabbed it. It has no chips or cracks, just some crazing, which won't be a problem. Should be able to make about 25 on that. And then I was looking. I don't buy clothes much. I don't like buying clothes. I'm not into clothes myself, and it's just one of those things that are too returnable, in my opinion, because people can just say, oh, it didn't fit, I didn't like it, blah, 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 and send it back, and I don't want to deal with that. But every once in a while, if it's something worthwhile, then I'll buy it. So I found this hideously ugly sweater. It's going to be hard to show you guys, but it has like this big sheriff star here, and then it says Cowgirl on the bottom of it. The rest of it's just plain red with this trim at the top, and it says Michael Simon, New York, and it was $3.99. Michael Simon sweaters, look them up, guys. They are some of the gaudiest, ugliest looking things you will ever see in your life, but they bring in money, like, you know, anywhere from $30 to $80, maybe more, depending on how ugly or how rare it is. So I picked this up for $3.99. I do have to get a couple bugle beads and sew them back on here, but other than that, it's in really nice shape. And it's a one size fits all. My God, I'm like floating in this thing. It's huge. So the last place we went to was a Goodwill. Yeah, we went to a Goodwill, and I only found a couple things there. I found these vintage steel tip darts. Steel tips, brass barrels, blue plastic flights in the original box. They're imported from England. Paid, I think, $2 for these. Should be able to get about 20. So we'll see what those do. And then for, I think it was $3.50 because I got a discount because it had a blue sticker on it. I also got this. I know you guys are wondering, what in the world is that? Which is the same thing that I was wondering when I looked at it, but then it had some instructions in it, and again, the first were for a cable stay bridge kit, and it shows you everything that's included. And the second one, I think I put them under here, is for a desktop trebuchet or catapult, whatever, however you want to call that. And it just looked interesting, and I checked, all the pieces were there, everything's complete. So I took a chance for $3.50. I bought it. I came home. I researched this company, this RLT.com, and they have all kinds of wooden models. And this catapult, if you would like to buy it brand new from them, would cost you $50, and the bridge is $80. So for $3.50, I don't think I did that badly. I'm gonna sell them separately. These aren't listed yet, but they will be soon. So, you know, when you see weird things like that, take a chance and go through the box, and sometimes it's really worth digging around and trying to figure it out. So that is it for now. My battery is dying on my camera, even though I just put a new one in. So, that's it for today, but I will be back. I have a couple more videos, a couple more hauls for you guys, so I will be back with a couple more short videos of things that I bought Friday and Saturday. So, thanks for being patient with me, guys, and thanks for all your messages. I haven't even answered people's messages or comments or anything. I've been so preoccupied with everything going on here at home, but thank you so much for thinking of me, and thank you for all your wonderful comments. And I'm hoping that I will be around a lot more this season, and we'll have a lot more hauls to show you guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.